How's it going, guys? We're back on the ECRO World Tour, Chasing Pink, Stage 9. This is on Mayan 8. Trying to get this one in before work. Should be about 45 to 50 minutes, I think, so should be good on that. Got about 2 minutes before we get started here. Got 8 in the E category so far, so I think I should be about halfway down in the pack based on where I think I should finish. So we'll see how we do. The goal will be just to do just enough to stay with the lead group as we get started. I'm on the DT Swift wheels today because it's more of a flat route with the climbing just in the second half. So if I can stick with a group, it'll be worth more than the few seconds. If I can stick with a group to get to the climbs, it'll save me more than the couple of second or so that the other wheels would gain me on the climb. Plus, if I can get to the climb with a group, then I can potentially draft. And the draft benefit on the climb is enough to probably offset the benefit of the other wheels. So, might should have used those yesterday. Might have been just enough to stay with the group instead of getting dropped where I did. All right. Oh, 15 seconds, we'll get started here. We're on the Specialized Tarmac SL8. It's fully upgraded. So, here we go. Oh, there's been a lot of discussion on Discord around E category and changes that ECRO should potentially make. Oh, see if we can push to catch up. Oh. Now can I stay attached? Legs are tired. That's okay, done. Okay, Ballon's behind us. All right. Oh. 2K. 24 to go. All right. "30 seconds to the group in front of us. I don't know that we're going to catch him." But yeah, there's been a lot of discussion on Discord around ECRO and what changes should happen, specifically around E category. And I agree, something really needs to change. And their argument is, oh, we want better distribution between the categories. Well, that's fine, but you can't have a fair distribution and have fair competition. Those two are mutually exclusive, in my opinion, at least for the lower categories, specifically D and E cat. Because as a C rider, granted I'm development C, based on Zwift, I'm riding in E categories. And there are, the guy that's winning E cat right now is a B development high C rider. Shouldn't be an E cat at all. Never should have been an E cat to begin with. Like I shouldn't have been an E cat to begin with. I think the simple solution, or a simple part of the solution, is limiting how far down in category a rider can ride. The lowest category a C rider should be able to ride in is D cat. The lowest category an A rider should be able to ride in is B cat. You can still use velo for moving people around, but limit what categories people can ride in. It's not that hard. And their argument is, well, then there might not be anybody racing an E-Cat. Well, there's nobody racing an E-Cat because they can't compete. Because you got all of us other riders in E-Cat. Why would I keep banging my head against the wall when I just keep getting my junk kicked in all the time? And this is coming from somebody in E-Cat getting their junk kicked in right now because the E-Cat riders up the road shouldn't be an E-Cat. I shouldn't be an E-Cat. It's just ridiculous. And the argument, what I just got, as well as an A rider, A plus rider, if there was nobody signed up, I wouldn't even sign up. It's not what I'm after. Completely different ends of the spectrum. A and A plus, yeah, you're there to race everybody else. E, yeah, maybe they need the participation trophy. They at least want to compete against people their level, not them and 2 and 3 levels above them. I almost quit last year. I was expecting to race in D category this year. And then they moved the velo ranges to change the category rankings last minute. And then now you have all these additional riders racing in ECAT, and most of them shouldn't be in any category. $5K done, 21 to go. Riding the previous 2 years based on the previous Velo rankings, I was riding, well, first year I rode in DCAT because this is the lowest I could be, I think. Last year I got to ride in ECAT as a D rider. Granted, I got to win some races. Yes, the fields were small, but it's where I belonged. But even last year, beginning of the year, there were C riders, high C riders, riding in ECAT. Granted, they did eventually get moved up, but it took almost 3 transfer windows before that happened to all of them. Whereas if they'd have just been limited to ride one category lower from the start, that wouldn't have been an issue. There's so much good that's going on in ECRO, and there's so much that they want to keep for historical reasons, but then they go out and do what they did this year, and I hope they don't do it next year. Something's got to change. I was expecting to be beat and beat all year long pretty much in DCAT. Was expecting it. Wasn't expecting it in ECAT, but they made the ranges so much wider for the lower category that there are C and B riders in ECAT. So the true D and E riders just got dumped on royally. And ECRO just doesn't seem to care. I voiced similar concerns the previous 2 years, and nothing's come of it. Seems like it just falls on deaf ears. Or they're just comparing, oh, well, this is what we do in A and B category, or if we had an A plus category, that's a completely different class of rider than your lower class riders, your D and E riders. Yeah, some of them are here to race and race hard all the time. Some are just here to race and compete and be competitive. They just don't want their junk kicked in and day out if they can help it. And ECRO did not help that this year at all. They just made it worse. It's like they took what feedback they got from the lower categories and said, oh no, we don't care about that. How can we make it worse? And let's do that. Let's make the rider field size 20% across all categories. No matter what class of rider that sticks in the lower categories, because there's a disproportionate number of higher category riders. All right, rant over, maybe. Reading Discord for an hour and a half before the race didn't help. Just goes on and on and on about how they're trying to defend themselves. We're just trying to make it more fair, more fair. No. Yes, it may be more fair for the A and B category riders, because you're spreading some of those out. But to spread those out, you got to push those higher riders somewhere. Where do they end up? In D and ECAT. And letting people use stale or inaccurate velo scores to race down when they have a Zwift category that they know that they should be in. Limit them to down one category. That would stop 90% of the complaints. A B rider should never be an E-cat or D-cat. But that's how the year started. Yes, they got moved up quicker this year a little bit, but they should have never been in E and D cat to start with. I mean, I think there's still B's in D category right now. I know there's a borderline B, C category rider in E cat right now because he's winning everything. So as a C developer rider, me, racing against a B developer rider, neither one of us should be in E category, but we both are. And this is coming from somebody that's rode as many of the rides as possible. I only missed one so far this year because I was at the hospital in the ER. One of the few riders that rode all the rides last year. The year before, I rode all the rides that I could once I knew about the series. So it's not like I'm just showing up to ride the races I wanted to race. All right. Got a group of 5, 30 seconds up the road. Let's see if Bolland will close the gap. Because he's a strong C rider, riding in E-cat. All right, we're getting there. $10K done, 16 to go. All right, just over 35 kilometers an hour average. 2.4 watts per kg average at 213 watts. All right. All right, guys, let's roll through. They're in sight. All right. All right. All right. Now it's about recovering the declines. And then we're just going to get dropped. And somebody's here on the Brompton. Oh, it's the guy that's winning everything. He's just trying to make it harder on himself by riding the Brompton. Or just rubbing it all in our faces. That, oh, I can ride a Brompton and still be with all of you. Oh. 13K done. 13K to go. Halfway on distance, not on time. We still got both the ECRO and the Mayan. Got 7 E's right here. Okay, HSN there will likely win. Ball in there will likely be second. And I don't remember who's third and fourth. I might be fifth, maybe sixth. So I might beat one, maybe two out of the 7 E's in this group. Because none of us are E's. $14K done. 12K to go. The other thing HSN could be doing is he knows he's winning everything. He may be trying to sabotage himself to come in second so his velo score doesn't go up anymore. So he can sandbag and try to stay in ECAT. I don't know. Maybe he just changed bikes in the pen and it didn't update. I'm just being salty, both figuratively and literally, as I'm sweating out like crazy. All right, that's where we just settle in. And pretty much everybody rides away. $15K done. 11 to go. Question is did I build enough of a lead to not get caught by any other E's? All right, just under 10K to go. Where are we at? Looks like we're 7th. And we're about a minute back. Stay with me, Boone. Come on. Looks like we're about a minute, 15, minute and a half back. The group in front of us. 17K done, 9K to go. Yeah, they're about 800 meters ahead of us. I don't think we're catching them. Not unless somebody blows up. All right. Got a group of 3, minute and a half over, a little over up the road. So looks like we're just going to do a TT for the rest of this ride, unless one of these D's catches, which Telfer might catch us on the climb, which I would be okay with, because then I have a wheel to ride for the rest of the downhill and finish. All right, just over 18K done. Just under 8K to go. Down to 31.5 kilometers an hour. Just under 2.3 watts per kg. $19K done. Just over 7K to go. We might catch Fletcher. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. 800 meters to the top of the climb. Fletcher's 600 meters ahead of us. I don't think I'm gonna catch him or her. 6K to go. I gotta close 100 meters per kilometer. I need to close that or more on this part of the climb. All right, let's push this. All right, now Fletcher's a K ahead. All right. Wayland. All right. All right. 22K done, 4K to go. Fletcher's just over a K ahead. I don't think we're closing it. Ah. Uh, 23K done, 3K to go. $600 meters. All right, we're not closing that. Just gonna ride steady to the finish. 24K done, 2K to go. All right, we're almost to level 99. We'll get that tomorrow. We should get to level 100 next week, I think. And it's already Thursday of this week. We'll get close. We'll get close to level 100 next week. Oh, here's another example of a rider that shouldn't be an E-Cat. Christina from Coalition up there. She's a B-Cat rider. Maybe ladies should be allowed to race down 2 categories. I would put her in D category. But guys shouldn't be allowed to race down multiple categories like that. $25K done, 1K to go. Oh, yeah. E category just got dumped on majorly this year. That's somebody that's in E-Cat right now. The riders below us, they're just getting dumped on majorly. Ridiculous. All right. let's get out of the mindset we're in. Let's just finish the ride. Oh. All right. Be good to get this one finished. Start recovery for tomorrow. Oh. We'll get this video uploaded here shortly. Oh. Oh. 26K done. And finished. That puts for a 7th. Yeah. 4 minutes back. Hey, and look who won. The B rider. Like that's any surprise. I don't think anybody in front of me, or even me, I don't think any of us are D riders. And we're all in E category. So explain that to me. How does that make sense, and how is that fair for the actual riders that should be in E category based on Zwift? All right. Oh, if you're still here, thanks for watching. Hopefully I ran it a lot today. Sorry about that. Need to get out of that mindset. And just be glad to ride, I guess. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. If you're still here, like the video. If you like it, subscribe if you want to see more videos. I get them put out. We'll be back tomorrow for stage 10, which is, let's see what course that is. Which is Temples and Towers. It's 319 meters of climbing compared to today, which was 249. So just a little bit more climbing tomorrow. I don't remember if it's all spread out or not. I don't remember. But still a flatter course than what we've been riding on here lately. So it's also, how long is that course? It's 33K. So I don't know if I'll get to do that one in the morning. I may try to, since it's Friday tomorrow. That way I have Friday evening free. Or I may just try to ride it at lunch, take a longer lunch. So, but that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. And then we get, I think, some longer rides over the weekend. Got any feedback or comments, leave them below. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye. Come on, wake up.